Hello, ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here with more Let's Play Shining Force 2. Lots of changes. Lots and lots and lots of changes. One, let's talk about the game changes, and then I'll talk about the, everything else changes. Okay, so, my laptop died on me, and what had happened was I had already recorded, like, 15 parts into the future, and I used that save file, and I'd saved on that file, so there was no way for me to get back. And when I lost those 15 parts, I was boned. That's pretty much it. So what I've done for the game is I went back to my other save file, because Shining Force 2 can let you save 2 save files. I went back to the other one that was just kind of a test file that I was dicking around with before I actually started this LP. And I hadn't gotten that far into it. I had just got to the caravan and beaten Taros. So I started from that one because that was the closest save file I had to where I was. So I had to backtrack a ton. But on the upside, I was able to change the game a little bit. I went through, I promoted Chester to a Pegasus Knight. I was able to promote Kiwi. You can see Kiwi in there, that he is promoted. I'm not going to use him. I'm not going to use him at all. And I'm also a bit higher level here than I was before. So I'm level 12. Whereas the last video you guys probably saw was probably level 10 in a completely different area. So yeah, changes. Lots of changes for that. And then the stats are all going to be completely different because of the random stat gains. So, Chester's the Pegasus Knight there, so yeah, we've got that going on. So I was able to make a couple of changes, and one of them was requested by a user, so I'm glad that I was able to do that. The only downside is, and we'll see this in the next part, that I messed up with the running pimento that you find in Hassan, and I gave it to someone, and then they lost that movement bonus, which is what I was telling you not to do in the last playthrough, but there was no way for me to fix it in this playthrough, so sorry about that. So I'm going to have 3 people with a movement range of 5. That's going to be Sarah, Kazan, and Gerhalt. And then I think Karna's got a higher movement because I gave her the running ring so that she can move. So, yeah. And there's Kiwi promoted in his monster form. Everything else is pretty much the same as far as party-wise. So that's about where I was going with that. So that's all of the game changes that I can talk about. Now we're going to go back. I'm going to talk about the technical changes. So, because I have a brand new laptop, because I'm tired of my old laptop crapping out on me, I've had that laptop for 3 years now, and it's not a brand new laptop. It was a new-to-me laptop. It was a gift from my family. Basically, my dad got a new laptop, so he gave me his old laptop, and I didn't think much of it because I've never really been one for laptops until this. And we've got story that is going on here. Guest shows up, and it's a trap for to get Freya out of the castle. But anyway, as I was talking, I've never been one much for laptops. I have a PC. That's what I use. And so I just kind of use the laptop to dick around, you know, online if I want to be on the couch, sit comfortably, that sort of thing. Then I started playing Final Fantasy on it because it was more comfortable for long periods of time to play Final Fantasy if I'm in a comfortable sitting position, rather than at a desk chair. And then I started using it for my Let's Plays because of how my living room is set up. I can't get my PC anywhere near my entertainment center to do the recording, so I've been using my laptop for that, and that became its primary focus. Well, within those last 3 years, it has gone through 2 hard drives, and it has had to be reformatted at least a dozen times for various issues. Either Windows will just crap out and stop working. What happened the last time is I was actually in the process of coding a video, and Windows just stopped. Everything froze, everything died. It seems like there was a corrupt sector of Windows, probably a physical damage sector on the hard drive itself, and it would just freeze in a loop of windows. And I tried to recover as many of the the 15 videos that I had that I had recorded originally, to no avail. So, I lost all those, which is why I'm having to go back now. But instead of just being fed up with it and reformatting the laptop again, I decided I couldn't trust the laptop not to crap out on me. It's like, because what I do is I sit here with big blocks of time, record, 10 to 15 videos in a setting, because it'll take me, a week here and there during the rest of the free time that I get to code them and make them ready for YouTube. So I've got more, little bits of free time during the week than I do large clumps, so I figure I'll use the large clump to record everything, and then the bits to code as time goes on. I can't trust my old laptop not to crap out on me when I'm in the process of trying to fix the videos for YouTube. So I just went out and bought a new laptop. It's an Asus, which I love Asus. Asus motherboards have been in most of my PCs for as long as I can remember, honestly. So I've got no problem with them. The only problem that I have with this is I can guarantee you the game audio and my audio are going to sound completely different. And that's because A, I'm using Windows 7, and B, I'm using different audio drivers. I was using fuck, I don't even remember what I was using for the old one, but I've got a completely brand new set of drivers, which just that one minor change has messed everything up. I've been sitting here fighting for the past 4 hours trying to get my audio settings to work right, and none of them seem to work right, so I've just decided to say fuck it and go along with it. So if you guys are unhappy with the audio quality, I'm sorry. Unless you guys can troubleshoot why a change in just default drivers and how I can change to a similar set of drivers can make things better, I would love to be informed. But as it is now, I'm personally not happy with the audio settings, but I have no way of fixing them. I've tried everything I know how. I've tried different recording software. I've tried for both audio, for my commentary audio, and for the game. Just nothing seems to be going the way I want it to with this project, and it's pissing me off. Part of it is I believe there's a Shining Force curse. I started watching. When I first started watching LPs, one of the first LPs I was watching was a LP of Shining Force 2, done by Wolfos, a really great Let's Player. If you get a chance, check out his channel. I've plugged him before, I'm sure, but he had a lot of technical issues with his Let's Play of this game as well. Mainly the same problem: a hard drive crash, losing his data, having to start over. And that's about the level I'm at the moment. And I just find it funny that the first LP I've ever watched that had these technical issues, I get the same technical issues when I do the same game as an LP. The irony is palpable. But as it is now, I'm sorry if you guys don't like the audio. There's really not anything I can do to fix it, and this is the best that I could get. The other thing that I was doing was I was using Windows Sound Recorder, and that just sounded even worse than this. So, I mean, I'm just kind of boned on this. So, yeah. I don't know where to go with it. I'm just gonna do what I can with it and finish this project. I mean, what's the downside that pisses me off so much about this is that I spent all this money on a new laptop to record better videos, and the video quality, I can make the video quality fantastic. I've been really tempted to go back and redo a lot of my old a lot of my old projects, because I can do them in such great quality now that it's insane. And I've just been sitting looking at it, like I could redo the Castlevanias so that it's not all dark and grainy. I could really do it in great quality. And especially now that YouTube is allowing larger size videos and a different array of formats. I've been doing these in what I've been doing for my recording. So I'll give all of you a look into how I do this. I record using Pinnacle Studio for the gameplay video on audio, and I record as an MPEG-2 for those of you familiar with Pinnacle, in the medium quality settings for the SVCD, SCVD, an acronym like that using those 4 letters, to record the raw game data. And then I use Audacity at the same time to record my commentary track, so I can do live commentary. Well, with this laptop, I've started off recording in MPEG-2, and I tried the high quality setting, which was DVD compatible. And then when I format the videos for YouTube, I compile the gameplay audio and video and my commentary as MP4. And I forget what settings I use for that, honestly. I'll have to look into it, and I'll post them as an annotation or something. But then I did that, I did a test video of that, and then the video it came out blurry because I was going from such a high quality to such a low quality that it seems like it was, if I keep it at the lower quality to the lower quality, but I can try coding in a different format other than MP4 and try different things to, you know, make it look as nice as possible. I can make a lot of these videos look really nice. But part of the problem that I'm running into with this new laptop is this new laptop runs on Windows 7. And Audacity is actually not designed to work in Windows 7. It can work, but it will crash quite often. And we've had this problem with Darkseith, and we've had this problem with Helix. When recording co-op LPs or co-op projects, that one of their audios will just fade out. Like, we've lost Gauntlet audio, or not Gauntlet, no, not Gauntlet, Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monks with Darkseith. There's several videos where we've lost his audio completely. With Audacity, will crash. And it says, oh, you can recover it, and I've never been able to actually find it. I think Helix has found the audio files once. And then it took us some time to actually adjust it to where it would work. And I'm just not prepared to mess around with that level of frustration. So yeah, between having to get a new version of Audacity and the new audio drivers just for Windows 7 and this new laptop, I'm not content with the audio quality for my commentary track. I think it sounds like ass. So please feel free to comment and leave messages on it to let me know if there's anything that I may have overlooked. I mean, I've tried every combination of trying to get Audacity to work, and I'm at this point, the problem I have with Pinnacle is that all of the graphic displays show that it's a lot quieter than it's supposed to be, even though it's not. And it's actually really freaking loud, because I'm listening to it now, and it's really loud. But then I go to try and change the settings, and because there's such little variation between the peaks and the valleys of the audio display, that I can't seem to get the audio right, and it's pissing me off. And I keep thinking that I should have more to talk about other than the stupid laptop and these stupid settings, but I really want to fill you guys in on why there's there's changes. There's lots of changes. And I hate it when you have to... You're doing an LP and you just... Because of a colossal fuck-up, you're just kind of set back into this situation where there's no way to continue without basically restarting, which is almost what I had to do. So it's just, it's a level of frustration that has me about ready to just snap this laptop in two and be done with it. But sadly, this laptop is still causing me less frustration than my last one. And I'm really not sure how to feel about that. Because all I want the laptop to do is for LPs. I don't use it for anything else at this point, other than maybe just casual web surfing when I'm not doing LPs. That way I can sit and be social with people who are constantly at my house, and not be off in the little corner where I've got my computer. My goal is for when I buy a house, is I'm actually just going to have Darkseith build a giant desk, a giant custom desk, so that I can put my PC, because my PC, I'm 99% sure I can get my PC recording LPs at a much higher quality than I can do on anything on the laptop, but with all of my original settings. Because my PC, well, my PC is still running XP, and it's running pretty much the same settings that my laptop had, but with more, it's got much better RAM, much better processor. I could get some really decent quality videos off that. But anyway, my goal is to have when I move, to have my PC take over the recording for my laptop, or for recording all. God damn it! I can't speak to save my life at the moment. Have my PC take over recording the LPs instead of the laptop. Why was that so hard to say? And then I'm probably just going to give this laptop to my wife so that she has a laptop and can sit in my game room with me while I record Let's Plays, and not leave me to sit in a dark room lit only by the glare of my various gaming screens, like some sort of basement dwelling shut-in. So, yeah. That's how that's gonna go. But for now, I'm stuck with this laptop, so the rest of this project and all of my other future projects for the foreseeable future are going to be done in this style. So I will probably be tweaking bits and pieces here and there as time goes on, because that's just what's going to happen. I'm not content with just letting it be, so I'm gonna end up fiddling with it. And so you're gonna, for the next like 5 to 10 videos, you guys are gonna get just random changes here and there, and I'm probably going to nail the settings and be completely happy with it probably within the last couple of parts of the project, and at that point in time I'm gonna be done with it and 10 levels of frustrated. But whatever happens, happens. So that's how it's gonna go. I should probably go back to talking about the game now, since I'm almost done with this episode. As you can see, we Gasp and Camila. There's a lot of tension between the Greater Devils. All the Greater Devils really seem to be on their own side. They don't really seem to give any loyalty to anyone other than Xeon, and even that seems kind of dubious. So no one is really on anyone's side but their own. And you can see, based off of how Camila and Gasp were interacting, that they're all out really to get each other. they're all in it for power. They're all in it for their own reasons. So I really don't. Other than that, there's not too much else to say about this fight, other than it's the fight on Paladin. I am kind of wondering where the townspeople are, or where the warriors from the castle are. If there's a battle going on right outside your castle, you'd think they'd be on top of that shit, wouldn't you? Like, oh, we're the palace guards. There's a fight going on outside the palace. We might want to stop that in case it spills over and into the palace and threatens the king. But apparently not. Apparently they're just kind of in their own little world. So and yeah, that's pretty much it. Showing off Aura now that Karna has it. It's basically heal level 1 as an area effect, which is good. It is. That's fantastic, because we need area of effect heals. It's just going to become more and more needed as time goes on, so. And I'm almost to the end of this one. The Devil Soldier is the boss. He is the newest that you saw in this fight. And this... No, didn't kill him, so he's got one more hit. But Chester does level up. May gets the final hit in. So yeah, that's been part 40 of Let's Play Shining Force. Again, I apologize for any and all audio mishaps from here on out. It's the nature of the technical beast. So, there's the warriors. Why didn't you come help me, little bastards? Anyway, so yeah, Let's Play Shining Force, part 41. I'll see you all in the next installment. Till then, later, everyone.